Hello, everyone. How are you doing? Good to see you. Who's in the live chat right now? Oh, I see Move with Kathy. Hello, sweetheart. How are you? Tell me you've gotten Mickey out of the picture. um, well, let me know in the chat how you guys are doing. We just had our Lionsgate portal yesterday. Um, which is still going, but the energies peaked yesterday. Some of you have been telling me you've been very exhausted, tired, overwhelmed. I actually have had pretty good energy and have had some very interesting things come through. Today we have Venus square Uranus. So, Venus, she rules our money and our relationships, and Uranus is ruling a lot of sudden, shocking surprises. So I'm wondering if, with Venus being retrograde and all, if any of you have had anyone come back from the past who's maybe surprised you, or maybe you're the one surprising someone else. It also, depending on where Uranus falls in your chart. For me, Venus retrograde is in my second house as a Cancer in Leo, and Uranus is in my 11th house of social networking, friends, and all that. And I definitely today had a very interesting surprise come through that I think is fantastic, to be quite honest, in relation to money, work, and networking possibilities. So I'm really excited about it, to be quite honest. This Lionsgate portal, I'll say it again. I said it in my Lionsgate video that this is a time where you literally can be jumping timelines if you've been doing serious, deep work. The work during the Lionsgate, it is about having the courage of the lion to face the things that you've been scared to face or you've been avoiding, putting off, and use this energy, these beautiful light codes that are coming through from the Sirius star to merge with you and to assist you in really leveling up in ways that aren't always available to you. It's not that you can't level up, but you've got a portal of energy assisting you. This is where you can literally make some leaps and bounds. And I don't know if any of you guys have felt that. I feel like I did jump into a new timeline. I'll be really honest. I feel like I have to reacquaint myself, to be quite honest, with my new timeline. I'm like, wow, this is crazy. It's kind of taking me a little bit by surprise with that Uranus energy. So coming into the second half of August, which these readings are going to be for, we are going to have a Mercury retrograde, a Uranus retrograde, and shortly after that, a Jupiter retrograde on the day that Venus will station direct. So, we're going to have 6 planets in retrograde, which is a lot. And with Mercury and Venus, our personal planets, being retrograde at the same time, there's a lot of energy here that's asking us to review, reflect, revisit anything when it comes to money, love, relationships, and how we communicate information, possibly even contracts, renegotiating things, having to look at the fine print, looking at the details. So all of that is really interesting and is going to be playing a big part. We'll see if anything from the past is really coming up in your readings. But of course, we also have Uranus going retrograde. And when Uranus stations retrograde, it'll be creating this really beautiful Earth trine in the sky with Pluto retrograde and with Mercury retrograde. So Uranus in Taurus, Mercury in Virgo, and Pluto in Capricorn. So that's going to be flavoring Uranus's retrograde. And I would say that there's going to be a huge theme around matters that are very mercurial in technology, emails, communications, all of that. And then we've got Uranus and Taurus, which can represent a lot of sudden changes or shifts within food, shipping of food, agriculture, also money, how you're making your money. And then Pluto being in Capricorn, like wanting to make some big transformational changes here. This is a really interesting alignment that's going on. So yeah, it's a hot summer. It's a hot summer. So let's just see where this all takes us. We also have the new moon in Leo coming up on the 16th. And then we have our third moon of August. We have a blue moon, full moon in Pisces on the 30th or 31st, depending on where you're at. Which, of course, Mary Ducina will be on the show to take you all through that. The new moon in Leo coming up here in about a week or so. Yeah, about a week. So I think it's next Wednesday. That is having a square. That is squaring Uranus. Big square. Big square. So as you're going to be catalyzed to start something new or look at something in a new way because of some sort of revelation or shocking surprise, something where, I don't know, something kind of breaks wide open and it forces you almost to have to look at things in a new way. Remember, Leo represents, Leo is about being in the spotlight. It's about being seen. It's about your creativity, your passions, having fun, your inner child. It's about the heart. So all of those things are going to be coming up as themes for this new moon in Leo, but through this catalyst of Uranus squaring it, the new moon, and really kind of, there's going to be some shocks, shocks and awe coming up. So let's see how many towers come in to the readings tonight. I want to say that I am doing your reading after just having my very first cup of cacao. I just bought some ceremonial cacao straight from Guatemala. It is the cacao that I'll be using on the Forbidden Journey retreat. And why is hold on a second. Let me just see. That's weird that the chat is so short. Huh. I see more chat there, but it's only coming up. All right, that's weird. All right, we'll see what happens with the chat. I was testing out a recipe on how I'm going to prepare it, and I have to say, first time, nailed it, hit it out of the park. Gotta love it. Added some cinnamon, nutmeg, cayenne, and vanilla, and a little bit of maple syrup. Just a little bit, just to sweeten it slightly, and it really tastes like a beautiful kind of spiced Mayan hot chocolate in a way. Beautiful heart opener. So if you guys haven't noticed, I'm sporting some merch here. I got my cup here that says my higher self won't talk to me until this is empty. And that's what I drank my cacao out of. And of course, I'm sporting one of my shirts. I'm not ignoring you. It's just a frequency thing. So if you're interested in some of the merch, I've got tons more in my store. Links are in the description below. And of course, if you guys need your own personal reading, all the links for that are also in the description below. This is going to be some heavy times that we're going into. Retrograde season, is going to be full into swing. That might be affecting you and your chart, or like just things going on. And of course, if you're interested still in coming to the Forbidden Journey retreat with me in Colorado and a bunch of other star fam that have been with me for quite some time, we'd love to have you there. It's going to be a beautiful experience. Tickets for that are in the link description below as well. So I think without further ado, we should just jump into the readings and get started. And fire signs, you guys are first. So Aries, Leo, and Sag, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Let's find out what's in store for you for the last half of August for this retrograde. Oh, we just got some cards upside down here. For this retrograde season. All right, and you're coming out with a bang. All right, fire signs. Oh, you got two there. Okay. So looking at what the main theme of your reading is, fire signs, is the temple. So this could actually refer to your body, or it just could refer to a space, or this, like, it could refer to like your home, whatever is sacred for you in really how you're communing with the divine, the sacred. Let me go into the book here. Haven't used these cards in a little while. So the keywords here are the sanctuary, the shrine, and the altar. When we think of the temple, we often envision an architectural structure in a far-off land. We are quick to distance ourselves from the sacred, assuming we must expend much effort in order to arrive there. Yet the temple is a universal and omnipresent energy, accessible in the highest and lowest, richest and poorest of places. Visiting the temple might be as simple as stepping into the dappled light of the forest, slowly and sensually kissing a lover, or closing your eyes to travel inward. Oh my God, I'm just going to say, fire signs, because of what I'm reading in this card, you guys are going to really want to tune into next week's podcast. It is so high vibrational, next week's podcast. Brand new guest. I just was so blown away by the energy that she brought, and it just seemed like she was in constant channel. Like, just, I felt like wherever she was taking us, I was like, I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. And we talk a lot about this on that particular podcast. So just keep make sure you put that one on your calendar. So visiting the temple might be okay. This card is called to re-examine what you pay homage to and what you reject. What do you spend your time worshiping? Could it be your phone, your money, material goods? What barriers do you draw between yourself and the sacred? Perhaps this is room on your altar for something new, something surprising. Offer it to the heavens. So this is really kind of calling in, like, the main theme of your reading here is we're talking about what is sacred to you. Where do you spend time to connect with what is sacred? Is there anything in the way? Are you maybe putting energy into other things and not enough into the sacred? We'll see what kind of comes up, because now I'm going to look at what your challenge is. You got two cards here. Ooh, interesting. Two eyes. Two eyes. The tear and the animal. Ooh, okay. That is interesting. That is very interesting. The tear, I would want to say that if this is your challenge, when I look at these two cards, the tear really represents, there might be a need, and I feel like this came up in someone's reading. I don't remember whose it was. But there was like almost like a need to cry. I feel like it was water signs. But the tear is saying that there's some sort of purification. Remember, the tear has a lot of salt in it, and it's meant to almost dissolve the pain, like to the salt of your own tears. When you cry, it's about releasing and dissolving the pain so it's no longer within you. And it's a very cleansing experience to embrace. The animal, it really speaks of like those primal instincts. So let me actually go to the animal first. This is about the beast, the wild one, the she-wolf. We are mammals. The hair on our chest and between our legs reminds us so. We try hard to deny our unrefined, animalistic nature, yet through this archetype we tap into power and direction. Activating the animal within means reawakening our relationship to nature in the most broad and embodied sense. Drinking from waterfalls, roaring at the moon, opening eyes underwater. I feel like fire signs, you're being really called to connect with nature. Like really get outside and really connect with things so that you can almost reconnect to the very primal aspects of yourself, what it means to be so embodied with the earth. Especially because the temple, the earth, literally the planet is our temple. And there's like something that needs to be cleansed or released. But the only way that you can truly kind of connect with it is through allowing more of these animalistic kind of primal, the wild part of you to be released, connecting with the wild essence of you. The life force of our planet begs us to set down the devices, the constraints, and the social constructs and remember the warm blood that pulses through our veins. The animal longs for breath, food, procreation, and physicality. It wants soil under our nails and starlight on our skin. If this all sounds terribly unsophisticated to you, take note that it is said that when Buddha became enlightened, he roared like a great lion in this lion's gate that we're in. Fire signs. I mean, that's very much you. It feels like you need to release something, and you need to get in touch with a very primal part of you. It's like, almost think of yourself as like either, howling at the moon, or there's something you've got to connect with. You've been either disconnected or you haven't been spending enough energy there, and something wants to be released from you. Something needs to be cleansed. Let's see where this is all taking us. I'm going to pull some cards here for you. Let's see. We go into the past. What do we need to know about the past for my fire signs? What do we need to know about fire signs? Okay, we have the Six of Crystals, Six of Swords. We have the Knight of Cups in reverse, the King of Crystals in reverse, and coming into the present energies for my fire signs. We have the Three of Cups in reverse, the Death card, right in the heart of your spread. I am not surprised to see that, given what's already come through. Oh my gosh. And when I look at this Death card and everything I've just said, it makes so much sense. It's giving me chills. Okay, what else do we need to know about the Justice card coming up? Okay, big energy coming into your last half of August. That's coming up into the near future. Queen of Wands in reverse. There you are. And coming into the near future. Oh my. Oh my. Oh, the Magician in reverse. And the Two of Cups in reverse. Ooh, Three of Cups and the Two of Cups in reverse. Okay, overall energy, Two of Crystals. This is the Two of Swords in reverse, which is actually good. And then we have the Strength card in reverse. Listen, you got to move on something here, fire signs. Like this is about getting out of a stagnation. This is about getting out of a place that you might have been stuck in, possibly even paralyzed by needing to make a decision, overthinking something. And it could be from this place of, do I have enough strength to do this? Do I have enough to carry me through this decision and take this path that I feel like for you, fire signs, is going to be a little difficult. But there's something really beautiful about it, as there usually is when we're being faced with difficult decisions that are going to require us to likely have to almost break down to break through. And I'm kind of feeling that energy here when I look at your spread, because in your past, you have the Six of Crystals, the Knight of Cups in reverse, and the King of Crystals in reverse. What I'm seeing here is like the energy of like really wanting to get out of an energy of repeating patterns or behaviors, or stuck in a situation that just isn't working for you. And wanting to leave that and go into, the Six of Crystals leads to the Seven of Crystals, which is a new land. And so, you're feeling a little protected. I think you've been going through some stuff, definitely, with all the cards coming up. Knight of Cups in reverse is just like, it feels like there's resistance to really taking action from the heart here. Either you're resistant to taking action from your heart, or you're dealing with someone who's not able to take action from their heart. Like, there's almost like Knight of Cups sometimes is like, it could be that, someone's internalizing their emotions or their feelings and not showing it. But it can also talk about rejection. So I wonder if some of you have been feeling rejected, or maybe you're contemplating going through a rejection, like you rejecting something in your life or someone. King of Crystals in reverse is also telling me that you've got an energy here. There might be someone in your life, whether it's, I don't know if this is you or someone else, but the King of Crystals just doesn't know, isn't clear, isn't concise, isn't really thinking things through, isn't looking at the full strategy, is clouded up in their mind, or they're overly logical. They're really just looking at things almost from a stoic place. Yeah, stoic. I wonder if you're dealing with someone who's very stoic. And so I just see like there's something about this that you're wanting to really kind of like, this isn't working for me. So then now in your present energies, fire signs, we have the Three of Cups in reverse, Death, and Justice. Okay, so look, can't mince this one. Three of Cups in reverse. Something's going down where things aren't going to go according to what you are hoping for, or what someone else is hoping for. What could be like a happy or lighthearted occasion, possibly even some kind of reunion. There's some kind of blockage around this. Something's not transpiring in the way that I want to say someone wants it to. But what's happening here is I see you going, there's a death, there's an ending. The good news is the Justice card is here with it, which is saying that this is actually making things right. This is about making a strong decision, and it's balancing something out here for you. The Death card, I gotta say, this Death card's really speaking to me for you fire signs, because when you look at it, you see like she's got her back arched up with her heart to the sky, and look, all the energy's coming out of the heart. And I feel that for you. There's something, you're going through some sort of heart transformation. And I think that's why you really need to connect to more earthly environments, because you need to be grounded when you go through this exploration of this release that has to come out. Like, like really tapping into something that just needs to move through you, whether it's like you screaming in the forest, or like just, I don't know if you're gonna like, I don't know what you're going to do, but I'm just like wanting to like just dig or run, or I don't know what. But there's also going to be tears that need to come with this. And so there's like either like this release of grief or loss or something, but it's done in a way, or it's for a purpose of finally being able to choose a decision, make a decision that, you've been stuck on for a while, and it's balancing everything out. This is a good move. Now, in your future, we have the Queen of Wands in reverse, the Magician in reverse, and the Two of Cups in reverse. This energy is, I feel like there's a lot of uncertainty and a lot of, I want to say a lack of confidence for some of you. And in other cases, it feels like, I am getting this energy that this could be a very internalized process of creation to bring something together. For others of you, it actually may be that in the event of something outside of you actually like realizing this isn't working. I wonder if you're dealing with someone who's a little manipulative. With the Magician in reverse, I see you having to say, this isn't working. This isn't working, but you're not coming into it with strong, superior confidence. You're kind of coming in with a little bit of a shaky knee kind of energy. I want to say though, because with the strength card here in reverse, you think that you're a little like, do I have the strength to do this? Do I have the courage? And I want to say you do. It doesn't mean that you're going to like execute it flawlessly, but I think you're going to get through it okay. It's just, there's going to be a little bit of a shaky knee kind of experience here. You might be dealing with someone who's a little manipulative. And I think that you're worried that they're going to like, I don't know, kind of get you to think something in a different way or change your mind. But it feels like you're kind of like, I know this is what I need to do. And with the Two of Cups here, I just think that you're probably ending something, closing a contract, ending a contract, or possibly revisiting something that needs to, this could be something from your past also, but you're like, you're kind of done with this. Like there's this, and this is why you need to connect with the animal energy. It's to bring in that strength. It's to awaken the lion within you. So, let's kind of see where the cards are going, because this is pretty, whew, pretty intense and hot energy. Okay, fire signs. Let me find out. Can we know more about this Two of Crystals? Two of Crystals in reverse. Can we get some clarifiers on this? Two of Crystals in reverse is the overall energy. What else can we know? Yeah, okay. All right. There's definitely some kind of breakaway happening here. You have the Seven of Wands, the Knight of Wands in reverse, and then the Five of Pentacles. So you're really looking at like making a decision and getting the strength to like get out of the stasis, get out of the stagnation, get out of some sort of stuck energy where you felt like you've had to like, I don't know if you've been feeling like you need to protect your peace, or you're trying to like bring in some level of protection around you, or feel like you're always on guard. But there's some kind of energy that is just not like, with the Knight of Wands in reverse. It's like, this is the energy that isn't as so trustworthy. Like you can't depend on it. And it's the energy that sometimes it's there, and usually it's only there when it's convenient for that person. It's also the kind of energy that comes in hot and can sometimes blow shit up. And I just see with the Five of Pentacles here, this is like, part of this you're dealing with here is like your own self-worth. Okay. You're really kind of reflecting on like what your own worth is and what you're deserving of. But also like realizing that someone's going to have to get left out in the cold here. Like this is about really kind of, there is a level of rejection. And I don't know if some of you have been feeling that rejection in some ways, and now it's time to complete the rejection cycle by rejecting the thing that has been rejecting you. But this is what this big decision is all about. Now, in your past, we have the Six of Crystals. So what is this about? What is this Six of Crystals? Okay, we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. All right, so you could be dealing with someone who feels like a very important connection with you. This could be about children. This could just be someone you consider like a soulmate in many ways, someone from your past. But the energy here is it's just not moving forward. It's stuck. It's like, you know, and you're wanting to move on from this energy. Like it's not going anywhere. And that is the that is the reason why the Six of Swords energy does come up, is because it's time to get out of a situation that's not taking you anywhere good or beneficial. Tell me about this Knight of Cups in reverse. Okay, we have the Nine of Wands. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. I feel like in order for you to take action from your heart, which I don't see happening here, is is partly because you've been going through so much. There's been some like really difficult challenges that you've been facing or obstacles along your way that have been really wearing you down. And as a result, too, you haven't really been taking care of your own needs. And so it's been really hard for you to tap into what it is that you need or what it is that you want or what your heart really wants. For others of you, you've been like I feel like you've been almost people pleasing or trying to appease to others. And in the process, it's just wearing you down, but you're not getting in return what you need. So see where you fall on that. But those are the two energies that are coming up here in that's kind of coming up. What's this King of Crystals in reverse? What's this King of Crystals? Yeah. Okay. Emperor in reverse, Ten of Swords in reverse. It's like that stoic word really wants to come through on that King of Swords in reverse. I feel like you've been through something for a very long time with those Ten of Swords in reverse. But the Emperor in reverse too is, again, the Emperor in reverse is the energy that is not leading by example, not really stepping into that sovereign soul who leads from a certain level of authority that people can trust. And there's a block here in that masculine energy. I feel like whoever this is, this King of Swords in reverse, is they're not taking responsibility for their actions, and they're also not taking responsibility for their role in how things are transpiring. And this has been going on for a long time, and it's caused a lot of pain. A lot of pain and suffering, possibly a lot of stress. And I think the stress comes from like, you just don't know what you're getting. Like, where is this going? Like, what are we doing here? Because the King of Crystals in reverse, it's just this lack of, direction. Okay, let me see this Three of Cups coming into your present situation here. What's this Three of Cups? There's the Seven of Swords. So as you head on to new land. Ooh. Nine of Pentacles in reverse and the Five of Wands in reverse. All right, listen. With Mercury retrograde, Uranus retrograde, again, Uranus trining Mercury, there is this energy coming up this month of like information coming to the surface that has been needing to come to the surface for a while. Seven of Swords can often talk about like some sort of sneaky or shady energy or not being fully truthful, and finally that truth is revealed. Sometimes it can come to like secrets coming out. What I see here though is like with there's some kind of disruption at the very minimum that's kind of causing a break. And it comes from, I want to say, some kind of codependent energy that has been causing a lot of conflict and almost like this entanglement of energies. And now it's time to untangle. It's time to untangle from this. And I think you're going to feel, fire signs, like this. It's time to get out of this. It's time to remove yourself from this situation or get out of this energy or this environment, whatever it is. Tell me about the Death card, because this Death card is just speaking to me. What's this Death card? Oh, look at that. the Ace of Wands in reverse with the Justice card on top. And that's like right beside the Justice card. You know, it's that spark. The Ace of Wands is a very spiritual card. And this is like you're going through, it's almost like you're going to rebirth yourself in a way. The Ace of Wands to me is very much kind of one of those birthing cards. And it's just like a spiritual birth. And I feel like there's something that's going to come alive within you that is needed to be remembered. You need to bring it back out. It's almost like it's been snuffed out. And there's like you going through this death process or ending or transformation of some sort where you really like allow your heart to open up and everything to pour out of it. It doesn't just allow for things to become more balanced within you, but I really feel like this is going to give you the clarity or the knowing, the deep gnosis, okay? The gnosis to make the decision that you need to make. Like I just get this when I look at these two Justice cards, it's like you're so clear and you're so certain and you're really drawing upon the strength and the truth of your own sword. And it's awakening something within you that's been needed to awaken. It's gonna bring you onto a new path of awakening, remembering your passions, remembering your own creative energy, your life force. Tell me about this Justice card. King of Cups. Wow. There's the Three of Cups in reverse again on the same line. And then you have the Ace of Pentacles. All right. I love this energy for you, fire signs, because you're realizing that this thing has to break in order for you to get this new beginning. And it's again, I love the Ace of Pentacles here. So it's very earthly, right? It's the earth sign. Pentacles. This is something that you can really root in. And this is why you got to get out in nature and you got to really revisit some of these kind of more sacred energies and connect with the more animalistic thing. You've really got to bring in some strong emotions here, mature emotions. And I think like you're going to be, once you kind of tap into that animalistic kind of energy, it's like you clear the path for you to be so grounded in your emotions. I also want to say that for some of you, that if this involves like a relationship of some sort, you know that by removing this, it opens the pathway to a divine counterpart of emotional maturity that is like based in a deep spiritual nature, but also like something stable, something concrete with this Ace of Pentacles coming in. So I see you're going to get a lot of clarity here. Tell me about the Queen of Wands in reverse in the near future. Okay, look, we have the Judgment card. I'm not going to take that one. Okay. We have the Judgment and the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, look. Yeah, it's that shaky knees kind of energy. You're coming in, you're like, you know what you got to do. Judgment, two justices, like, and this Two of Swords, this is all about like choosing your path, making a decision, drawing the line in the sand. And like, that's done. Like, it's like you're carving what you need to into your reality and like, you're almost like branding it. So I feel like the energy here is like you almost feel a little green at how you're going about this. I would say like you're feeling a little new with the Page of Pentacles in reverse. It's kind of sparking this kind of shaky knee energy of like how you're going to go about it. But I just want to say that as long as you have just cover your bases, and I just mean like the foundational bases, and don't like cut corners, you're going to be okay. This is about aligning with your path. So regardless of how it goes down, I want to say the most important thing is that you just honor what it is you're being guided to do. Tell me about the Magician in reverse. Okay, we have the Hermit and the Strength card coming up. I feel like it's important for you that, and again, why you need to visit these kind of sacred energies, whether it's out in nature, on your meditation cushion, wherever it is, light some candles, burn some incense, sage, whatever you need to do. Because I see you needing to really go within to gather your strength. You're going to gather your strength through this energy. And it's going to allow you to approach what it feels like to me, like someone who has a tendency to maybe manipulate things. And again, that's not saying that they're like a bad person, although they might be, I don't know. But it's just, sometimes we have these wounded tendencies to go into more of a manipulative behavior when we're not getting what we want or when we don't like how things are going down. And I just get that whatever you're facing, like, you just don't want to be manipulated, and that would be emotionally. And this is why it's so important for you to really get that emotion out through like allowing that death process to happen and connect with the divine, because through that process you get so strong in your emotions that it becomes really hard for you to be manipulated or swayed, in one way or the other. Tell me about this Two of Cups in reverse. What's this Two of Cups in reverse? Okay, we have the Seven of Cups in reverse. And we have the Chariot. Yeah. You're like, there's no other options here. Like this is how it's going to go down. You're ready to move forward. You're very clear about that. And you're moving on from this. Whatever this is, it's over, and you're going to get that in the near future. You're going to make some sort of decision or get the clarity to make the decision in the end of August and possibly sometime in the September. You're just going to be like so certain, and you're like, your energy is just full steam ahead. You feel very divinely guided by this. And, you just know that you're just closing all options here. Like in a sense of revisiting it or opening it up again. Like you're very done, I want to say. So, fire signs, that's my reading for you. Any fire signs in the live chat that resonated with? Because it was a lot of information, a lot of energy coming through that reading. I can feel the effects of the cacao kicking in a really beautiful way. Okay, we have some water. Oh, Daphne. Okay, I'm just seeing here. This has been the most accurate reading with words and things have resonated with any tarot ever. Thank you. Okay. All right. I'm glad to hear that. Oh, you're contemplating on moving to Colorado. Colorado's a great state, Daphne. Cacao is working, Denise. Yes. Okay, we're moving on to earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, which I want to say to all my earth signs, you're probably in the best position for all of these retrograde seasons happening with Mercury and Uranus going retrograde, because we got the Earth trine happening between that and Pluto. So I want to say, we'll see what the reading says, but you guys should be experiencing the most ease of whatever's going to be coming up. Oh, Georgiana, you're okay. Cool. So Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I'm going to take a look at what's in store for you for the last half of August as we head into the most potent period of retrograde season. Yeah, I'm really looking to, I've been slowly, well, I don't even want to say slowly. I've pretty much for the last 3 to 4 weeks, probably a month, I've really weaned myself off coffee almost completely. I think I've maybe only had 2 coffees in the last month. And I'm looking to do cacao as a replacement for my morning ritual beverage, to like really also like enhance I really want to create a new meditation ritual for myself. And I think adding that drink and using that time for me, I'm really trying to see if I can use that, just because there's so many benefits also that cacao has compared to coffee. And my nervous system doesn't like coffee, even decaf. It's too sensitive. Plus, most coffees are so filled with mold. And I know my body is sensitive to that. So I want to say, I should actually show you guys the brand I'm using in case any of you guys want some. It's expensive. It's a more expensive cacao, but I got to tell you, it is so good. So, Keith's cacao, 100% pure ceremonial grade. This block, it's a 16-ounce block, and it's like $50, but it's straight from Guatemala. And from reading all the reviews and everything from people who use it, they've all said it's one of the most purest forms of cacao they've ever had. And, it comes in like a cacao paste block that you've got to chop up and use. So I used it, and I almost I put very little maple syrup in it to sweeten it just a little bit. It's delicious. It's delicious with all the spices and everything in it. So I just, want to use it as a nice, beautiful heart opener, give me energy in a natural way that works more with my cardiovascular system and not my nervous system. And also, help me tune in, get more connected. See? But cacao isn't like coffee in the sense that it doesn't interact with your nervous system. So you don't get any of the jitters. It works on the cardiovascular system. It's a big heart opener. I am going to be actually on Saturday morning going to be testing it out with a microdose of psilocybin, because psilocybin really opens the mind. And the cacao really opens the heart. And I just want to see how the two work together, because I know they've been used together since, in all ancient times. They're very compatible together. So I'm just kind of playing around with the plant medicine, tapping into that ancient lifetime of the plant medicine woman that I know I've had a couple of times. I feel like I really want the plants to connect with me, to remind me of what I already know. So just experimenting as we do. No, it's not a tea. It's literally chocolate. Okay, the way mine came was in a chocolate bar, like paste, like solid brick. And I had to chop it up into little bits, and then you melt it with water. You can add a little bit of milk or plant milk, whatever you use. I didn't use any. And so it's literally it's pure cacao, but there's no processing, and it's I know that they grow theirs in really fertile lands in Guatemala that are free from like pesticides, fungicides, all that kind of stuff. So it's super, super potent, and it's ceremonial grade. So it's not like normal cacao that you would get at the store. You really want to look for ceremonial grade. So, all right, enough of that. Earth signs. Let's get on to your reading. So for my Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorns, what is going to be the main theme of their reading, and what is the potential challenge that they're facing? Okay, and what is the potential challenge? Again, 2 cards. Okay. Ooh, earth signs. I love it. Deep, very deep earth signs. So the main theme of your reading here is the vision. Okay. And I'll just kind of hold this card up here because it's so beautiful. It is kind of a little psychedelic actually. But it's like, this talks about, I don't know if you've had a vision lately or you've been envisioning something. But I love it because of what has come up as your challenge. So let me just go here into the vision here. The dream, the imagined, the revealed. It is said that we are each born with a unique vision, a destiny toward which we are aimed. It is also said that we forget this vision the moment we are born. Thus, we are sent on a lifelong journey of rediscovery. Such is the elusive nature of the vision. It slips away, yet it guides. It appears in strange dreams and surreal images, seemingly unattainable and preposterous. When we are connected to the vision, we carry an inspired, enchanted aliveness that others recognize. We trust the world and its synchronicities. We walk through new doors into wondrous opportunities. We all want to be near those with vision. They emit energy more potent than any elixir. When we lose connection to the vision, life becomes dull and exhausting, lacking meaning. Bring back the mystery, bring back the dreams. So there is something here that you have definitely like felt emerging from within you, and something like when it comes to whether it's, you know, what the next part of your life looks like, your mission, your purpose, something that you've always desired for yourself that is in alignment with you. This is what this whole reading is about. Now, your challenge, okay, is the seed and the shadow. Okay. There is something buried in your shadow right now. There is a seed of creation, a seed of purpose, something that is hiding within the shadow elements that you need to uncover. And so there's almost like the vision becomes much more palpable and much more, I want to say HD, when you are willing to go into your own shadow to find this seed of purpose or this seed of vision that is there. So I'm gonna go to the shadow, actually, is what I feel more called to. Here we go. The unspeakable, the unwelcome, the denied. Although every card in the archetype deck has a shadow potential, this card asks us to delve into the qualities of the shadow itself. We often think that the shadow can be purified, illuminated, and made right through effort and achievement. However, it is typically the case that our lofty pursuit of ascension and perfection is the very source of shadow material itself. By rejecting parts of ourselves and the world, we begin to separate from the whole. Rather than getting to know the qualities and content of our shadow, we busy ourselves with avoiding its presence. This is denial. When this card appears, it is time to take inventory of those things you've been denying. When the mind responds with no, anything but that, you are touching shadow. Find support for this deep inner work and move toward the shadow with patience and compassion. Okay, this is really, like, I love this energy because, I put out a video last week on power. Okay, power and its ability to like the transformational rebirth that your soul is craving. If you have not seen that video, and I am like shocked at how little views it has, because it's one of the most powerful videos I've ever put out. It's on my Instagram, it's on my TikTok, it's also on YouTube. Watch it, listen to it a couple of times, let it speak to you, because this is what it's all about. So much of our power, which is how we get our passion back, is sitting in our shadows. And I feel you need that power. You need to remember that power, reclaim that power in order to execute the vision that is coming forward. And so there are seeds of your own passion and your purpose that are buried within the shadows, and around it is like your power. So you really got to be willing to kind of go digging and looking and facing, confronting, and willing to reacquaint yourself and redefine your relationship with power. Again, watch that video. Okay, let's see what do we need to know about the past here for my earth signs? What is coming up? What do we need to know about the past for my earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn? Okay, there we go. We got the 5 of Wands in reverse. We have the 3 of Wands in reverse, the Knight of Crystals, coming into the present moment for my earth signs. Ooh, 3 of Swords in reverse. That's that shadow element we were just talking about. We also have the Devil in reverse. I mean, you can't make this shit up. Look at the way the cards are coming out for both readings now. I think my tarot cards love the cacao too. Ooh, look at there. There we got the Magician. The magic coming back in, coming alive. The Hangman in reverse, coming into your near future. What else do we need to know about the near future here for my earth signs? Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. 8 of Cups in reverse. One more. Oop, okay. Oh, love it. The Empress. And this is like my favorite Empress card of all freaking time. Look at how gorgeous it is. Oh, I just love it. Okay. Overall energy. The World in reverse and the 8 of Crystals upright. Okay. All right, listen. There is something that you need to explore. Something is uncompleted. There is an achievement or a goal that has been left undone. And I want to say you've been in your head about it. You've been overthinking. You've been, you're going over all of the things that could go wrong, or you're looking at all the reasons why you shouldn't do it, or like, just, I don't know, there's overthinking, overprocessing. And it has to do with, I want to say, you completing something, overcoming something, ending an old cycle, getting ready for a new adventure. But also this idea, the world also is, it's about it. I don't know. For some of you, you've also felt like you need to travel, and you've been putting it off. But okay, in your past, we have the 5 of Wands, the 3 of Wands, both in reverse, and then the Knight of Crystals upright. So, look, there is some deep conflict here, internalized conflict, something like you're just like, this isn't what I wanted. This isn't what I envisioned for myself. Or like when I say that I'm just, the Three of Wands in reverse is just saying things aren't coming together or coming to you in the way that you were hoping for or imagined. Or if they have, you're kind of disappointed with what's come through. And it's kind of what I'm seeing here is it's kind of sparked you into action. You're like, okay, something has to shift here. I see you very motivated and maybe ready to... Knight of Crystals is very fast. Either decision making, taking action, very clear. So I'm wondering if you got some clarity around that. The issue, what I'm seeing here though, is that you've got to face something within your own darkness, within your own shadows, within your own pain. Because whatever it is that you're wanting, it's lying in there. So we have the Three of Crystals in reverse, the Devil in reverse, and the Magician. Look, there is something that you're going to be that you're visiting, or I want to maybe even revisiting, I want to say, especially with all these retrograde energies, that is calling for healing. It's calling to you for healing, something that is suffering in it. With the Devil in reverse, this is like you finally conquering either your fears or things that keep you stuck, keep you bound. You're releasing the thing, like you're setting the devil free. Like you're no longer wanting to dance with the devil. You're no longer wanting to be in bed with the devil. Like I see like some massive release here. And what I do see too is that there's magic available to you to create this vision. And it's almost like you get the tools that you need to, and you feel so inspired. There's a lot of creative energy that comes here for you, or signs to execute the vision. Now, in your future, see the Hangman in reverse, the Eight of Cups, and then the Eight of Cups in reverse, and the Empress. Big energy here. Big energy. You're getting a complete new perspective shift. You're going to see something in a brand new way, something you weren't expecting. And it has to do with how you have stayed in either a pattern, or how you've sabotaged something, or you stay with energy that isn't really aligned with you. It's like you're not listening to what your soul wants. You just stay with like what's comfortable. And you're getting some really massive shift of perspective, like some kind of enlightenment coming in. And with the Empress card here, it's like, I just see you feeling so abundant. Like, there's either a lot of abundance coming your way, something's opening up. I want to say this seed that you found, it's like you see the flower ready to bloom. It's like something really comes to life here with this Empress card as a result. Something about this perspective shift really brings forward, I want to say, even your feminine energy in a new way. You may get a new perspective shift on your own feminine energy and how to use that energy in a very powerful and creative way. So, okay, let's go into the clarifiers and see, what do we need to know about the world in reverse as the overall energy? So the Chariot coming up. Yeah, you're meant to move forward on something. This is about you really kind of, oh, wow. The Wheel. And the Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay, that's an interesting energy to come up, actually, considering what your main theme is. And it's gonna be a little bit of a different read because, well, the message is different. So in order for you to finally complete or achieve or close out some cycle that's ready to close out, that you've been ruminating over, you've been thinking about, like, you've just been sitting there thinking too much about it, okay? What I see is this is all about is like, it's time to just not think, okay? You've just got to act. And you got to act out of like almost like spontaneous energy. the Chariot and the Knight of Wands here is just fast, rapid. Like you're being called to rapidly act on something. And it's almost like I want to say this rapid action shifts the whole game. Like whatever has been stuck with that wheel there, like the tides turn, the portal opens up, like things just start moving in the direction that you need to, or what you need is available to you is available to you. But it comes from like action, and it comes from like, you can't think about it. You're never going to, it's not about like getting the right one. It's about moving from a place of inspiration and letting that flow through you and just trusting and going with it. Tell me about the Five of Wands in reverse. Tell me about the Five of Wands in reverse. Okay. We have the Three of Pentacles and the High Priestess. Look, you knew something really wasn't working out. You may have started a project. This may involve like you working with others. This could be a friendship. This could be just something that you were starting to build or trying to build and build a foundation with. But intuitively, you just knew this isn't working. And you were struggling with it because there was a part of you that felt like you had to do it. But intuitively, you're like, no, like, this isn't what I really truly want or what I'm feeling guided to do. Three of Wands in reverse. Wow. Look at all the eights coming up. Okay. Eight of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, I just see like you got some clarity. You definitely got some clarity at the very minimum. You may have received some sort of communication. Something happened very rapidly here when it comes to either your long-term goals for money, stability, investments, something that you want to invest a lot of time into. And you're like, this isn't where I need to be putting my energy. And like, you know, with the Eight of Pentacles in here, you're like, this isn't working. This just isn't working for me. And there's a reason why. And I think you got some clarity around that because, you know, the 10 of Pentacles is just like, am I really going to invest all of me into this? Like, is this really what I want? If I'm not that happy doing it, or I'm not that happy in this situation, what makes me so happy? Enough to want to like invest my time, my energy, possibly even your money. This could have been about something that was going to cost you quite a bit of money. Tell me about the Knight of Crystals. Okay, you have the Six of Cups and the Six of Cups in reverse, and then the Seven of Cups upright. Look. That Knight of Crystals is just like such clear direction and energy focused forward, and fast. And I want to say that it feels like you're exploring another option. And it's something that it's interesting. The Six of Cups in reverse, I'm getting this message about like, there's a part of like, one, it feels really connected to like a past life of you. But also I'm getting an inner child vibe, or like some kind of child energy from the Six of Cups in reverse that has felt repressed. And it's like, I think it's time to explore this energy and bring it out into the sunshine, bring it out into the light. Tell me about this Three of Crystals in reverse. Okay. King of Wands in reverse, Ace of Swords in reverse, and then the Queen of Wands in reverse on this Three of Crystals. So this could be, you know, between two people, King of Wands, Queen of Wands, and that maybe there's a truth here that needs to be explored, communicated. Maybe it's about like really opening up the communication between you and someone else to bring forth healing. And with the Ace of Swords too in reverse, it's about like, are you going to start a new reality or are you not? Now, this could also just be about healing the masculine and feminine versions of your very spiritual energy or the passion and the creativity of you. But I feel like we're talking about healing pain and suffering here. And there's something about, I want to say for the last half of August, there might be a conversation that's initiated here. And I want to say it's one that should have happened a while ago. Something that should have happened in the past, but it didn't. Tell me about the Devil. Devil in reverse. Okay, we have the Two of Swords in reverse. Tell me about this Devil in reverse. Okay. Two of Swords in reverse with the Fool card. Okay, this is about setting yourself free, either conquering fears or unchaining yourself from something so that you can truly step into this new adventure. Look, you got the Fool card coming up in the World in reverse. You're ready to leave behind something or close out a cycle that it's like either we're ending this altogether or we're starting anew. Like whatever part of that cycle is, it's like it can't continue in that way. It's got to complete and let's start a new one that is fresh and more full of adventure, and it's a new way of approaching things. And this is about like, let's not stay still. Like this is about, it's time to move. It's time to step onto the path, make a decision. Like can't just stay in limbo anymore. Tell me about the Magician. Oh. Okay, we have the Ace of Cups in reverse, the Queen of Cups in reverse, and the Ten of Swords in reverse. I feel like something around your heart is, you're going to be visiting something heart-based, emotion-based, for some of you maybe even intuitive-based. And it's like, it's time to end old patterns of this fear or stress or like mind games or whatever it is. And it's time to like take action. Like there's something, I don't know why when I look at this Magician, obviously it talks about magic, but I feel like something magical is happening to almost release some sort of love back into the air. Something that has felt buried, something that has felt suppressed or like unable to access. And I feel like you're able to access it coming into the last half of August. It's like you might be even getting a new beginning here, a fresh start, but it would be a fresh start on something that almost may even have something to do with the past. So for some of you, you may have like started something and then it wasn't working out. And then now you're able to do it in a whole brand new way. It needs a completely fresh approach. But in order to do that, I feel like there's a revisiting of, either a conversation or a truth or like clarity on something. Really need to see, I don't know, the truth of something needs to be really visited. And I think it's buried in your shadow in some cases, or it's not been talked about. And it really kind of comes forward this way. And there's something very magical about it that like, it allows for creation to begin. What's this Hangman? What's this Hangman in reverse? Five of Cups. The Justice card and the Strength card in reverse. Okay. there's some enlightenment here, some illumination to help you see things in a new way. When it comes to loss, things not seeming like they're going your way, and wondering if things would ever be repaired or made right again. I feel like there's an opportunity to make something right here. Bring something back into balance. Something that you didn't know if it had the energy to actually back it up. Tell me about the 8 of Cups in reverse. 7 of Swords. Page of Wands. And the 2 of Pentacles. Okay. All right. This is why it's so important for you to go into your shadows, because you need to understand what's driving you and what sabotages you. You need to get up close and understand and confront things that cause you to choose the thing that you that basically can sabotage stuff, versus going after the thing that is bright and opening and exciting in a sense of very spiritual. So, the 2 of Pentacles is you're weighing your options here. And there's like this, I want to say there's this, you're going to be kind of coming up against, do I choose the old way or do I choose the new way? And there is an opportunity for something exciting here to come forward. Tell me about the Empress. Wow. Okay. We have on your Empress card, the Star card in reverse, the 10 of Cups in reverse, and the King of Pentacles. There you are, Earth signs. Look, there is something you deeply want, and the wish may be buried within you. You may not even be fully honest with yourself about how much you want this. And it feels like this is a very, I'm getting the sense of like, you're already acquainted with this vision or this want, this desire. And it's about you're totally looking at your long-term happiness, and I mean your long-term happiness in a sense of like your destiny, what it is that you're here for. This is part of your life path, and like part of like what you just hope and dream for. And this is about choosing what's going to be the most stable option for you. This is about leaning into stability, commitment, and I see that showing up here. It's this, if this is you, you're coming in super strong and stable, and or you're dealing with someone who's very stable, possibly financially secure, is willing to show up in all the ways. King of Pentacles is someone you can depend on, always there. So I see that coming through. there's something opening up here, but in order to like get to it, you've really got to, the vision becomes very clear. The thing that you've always envisioned, it's coming forward. But in order to really get access to it, which I want to say you felt like you haven't had that access to, you're going to have to, it feels like there's either like a hard truth or some kind of conversation that needs to happen over the last half of August. And it's going to like put you on a brand new path. And it's going to open things up so that you're now going at things in a new way. And there is something quite magical about it. You're working with new energies of creation. And it allows for things within you that have been deeply buried on an emotional or intuitive level to come forward. And there's been some kind of pain around this that is finally like released. That has been long standing. So I don't know if that makes sense, Earth signs. Let me know in the chat to my Taurus, Virgos, and Cappies out there. You got to face the fear. You got to face the thing that keeps you stuck from moving forward in the ways that you deeply desire. Sam, it's been tough for you lately. Yeah, a Lionsgate energy usually will do that for a lot of us. Oh, Daphne, this one was resonating too. This is your day, Daphne. Hey, Shepherd and Trident. All right, let's move on to water signs. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's find out what's in store for my water signs for the last half of August. What can my water signs expect for the last half of August? Okay. The dreams have been wild. Okay. Dawn. More of needing to work on the shadows. Yeah. Again, watch the power video I put out last week. The transformational rebirth your soul begs for. That is an extremely powerful video. And it helps you understand how to find power in your darkness. Okay? Because that is where the majority of your power resides. Because we tend to give up our power as we tend to disassociate from parts of ourselves that hold pain. And so, in order to reclaim your power, which you need for all transformation, it's the reason why some people don't have the strength to go through it, is because they're not tapping into that inner reservoir of power. All right, water signs. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Whew. What is the theme for the reading, and what is the main challenge or potential challenge here for my water signs? What is the theme for Okay, what is the potential challenge? Very clear cut here, water signs. The theme is the bridge. You are crossing over. You are needing to connect something so that you can make a passage or bring something together. The problem here, I think the challenge for you is, okay, so it's gnosis. Do you trust what you know? Are you sure about what you're doing? Are you like, it seems like the bridge is either blocked or unable to be built, because you're not really sure about, like, can you trust what you know? There's some kind of wisdom or something there kind of coming through. Let me go into the bridge. The connection, the link, the gate. Bridges are built to connect two worlds. They create flow, allowing us to travel between realms, ideologies, and personalities. This archetype is the gesture of acceptance, of saying yes rather than withdrawing, separating, and saying no. When we cross a bridge to an unknown land, we are led magically into a new reality. We open up to others, healing and communication are made possible. We enter a state of curiosity, wonder, and learning. The shaman, for example, creates the bridge between the everyday world and the sacred. This card asks us to study the connections between the seemingly disconnected parts of our life. They could be relationships, ideologies, histories. Remember that a bridge can't be forced. It must be made with love, or its structure will not withstand the inevitable weather of life. So I wonder if, for some of you water signs, there's something like you're trying to create a bridge with another, like to be able to build a relationship of some sort. For others of you, this might be about building a bridge to another area of your life that requires like this seamless flow of energy. It could be a business. It could be healing. There is something that needs to either, for some of you, it may be even like, do I want to cross the bridge? Are you scared? What's on the other side? If I leave this world that I've always known and cross over into this world that I don't know very well. And that's where the gnosis comes into play. So, let me see here. Gnosis, innermost knowing, mystic truths. True knowledge is not found in facts and figures in scholarly books or library shelves. Rather, gnosis points to the deep and timeless archetypal wisdom that arises from the felt experience of having touched the unknown with every one of your senses. Those who are drawn to gnosis find themselves in esoteric studies, like involving mysticism, alchemy, healing, or perhaps science. Hey, no one like that here. Knowing is their calling, not knowing is their job description. No matter how far the alchemist takes their studies, they come to the ultimate conclusion that facts slip towards mystery, and soon the mystery results in facts. This card signifies a knowing that is life-changing. Once you experience it, you are forever changed and become a guardian of gnosis. The eternal mystery is calling you. Study your passion in the deepest way available to you. I want to say, some of you are kind of blocked or have trouble trusting in something or moving forward in something, crossing over into another realm or area of your life, a new world of your life that requires you to trust in a deep knowing, but also know that there's mystery there, and you can't know all the facts until you kind of go into the unknown. And it's almost like there is an eternal wisdom alive within you. And I do believe it's guiding you. But I feel like some of you are allowing logic to block you, or maybe even overthinking something. So let's see where this goes. Okay. What do we need to know about the past for my water signs? All right, we have the King of Cups in reverse. we have the Two of Stars in reverse and then the Knight of Cups. Coming into the present moment. Judgment. Oh, hold on a second here. Turn it over. Nine of Wands in reverse. Page of Cups in reverse. Wow, a lot of cups. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces showing up in your reading. The Queen of Stars. And what else can we know about the future for my water signs? There's the Empress, but she's in reverse. What else can we know about the future here for my water signs? One more card, please. There we go. Four of Cups in reverse. Overall energy. Seven of Wands in reverse with the Six of Crystals or Six of Swords in reverse underneath it. Oh, you've been resisting something, water signs. You've been resisting something. And it's caused you to stay stuck in a loop, going around the drain, circling the drain. It's time to go down the drain or get out of the sink. You know, Seven of Wands in reverse just means like you got to stop fighting something, or just, I'm just getting surrender. And surrender, I want to say, is important because it's speaking to me from this Nine of Wands and the heart of your spread in reverse. It was the big word that I heard coming from that Nine of Wands. And so Seven of Wands too can be about surrender. It can be about, well, sometimes it can be about giving up, you know, because that's like the shadow aspect of surrender. But I feel like it's time to like really look at and review what you've been resisting that keeps you from either finally getting out of the sink that you don't want to be in, okay? And like maybe going down the drain and finding your way out into the land, like the world, like the ocean, I don't know, of possibilities, or just getting out of the sink altogether. But in your past, you have the King of Cups in reverse, the Two of Stars in reverse, and then the Knight of Cups. So look, this could have to do with, you know, this could be you, King of Cups here in reverse. Not really tuned into your intuition, maybe feeling even blocked by your own intuition. Maybe even not knowing like what it is that your heart really wants. And you know, like, but, you know, it could also be dealing with someone, for some of you, you might be dealing with someone, or this could be you, who's just emotionally not as available. And I want to say it caused like, whatever this is though, there was some sort of choice made. Two of Stars in reverse, or a balance restored. And I see movement, an offering or action here from the place of the heart, offering of some sort. Willingness to follow the desires of the heart, whatever that means to you. Now, in your present situation, you have the Judgment card, the Nine of Wands in reverse, and the Page of Cups in reverse. Oh, it's time. Okay, the Judgment card. something could be coming back to life here, okay, with the Judgment card. Something could be rebirthed, reborn, rising from the ashes. But in order for it to do so, there's got to be some level of surrender here. The Judgment card is also about like really making a decision to follow the path that you feel so called to. Listening to the call and being able to make that decision clearly. And I feel like something along those lines is happening here for you, water signs, in the last half of August. It comes, though, through surrender. And again, I want to say next week's podcast, said this to fire signs. I should say it to all of you. Don't miss next week's podcast. It's very, very high vibration with incredible, it's very powerful. It was so unexpected. I just loved the conversation. And I think it's going to be really helpful to a lot of you. The Page of Cups in reverse. This is about like, it feels to me what this Page of Cups is like you finally surrendered to something that is a dream of yours in many ways, something that you've been wanting to kickstart, but it's like, it's not really taken off. It's not really come up to fruition. And, again, it's like you're needing to cross a bridge here. I feel like you're going to get this knowing of what you need to do, but it comes through an act of surrender. It's not through a doing. It's not through any kind of action. It's truly about like just fully submitting yourself to something, some higher energy, the thing that calls you. And I feel like some kind of deep inner knowing you feel connected to, and it's about how you cross this bridge, or do you cross this bridge? What are you trying to connect in your life? In your future, you have the Queen of Stars, the Empress in reverse, and the Four of Cups. Look, at the end of the day, I see you. This is about, for some of you, this is about like really getting financially stable. This is about maybe stepping up in your own status, whatever that means, whether you're maybe going up in your job a level, or really being seen as successful, believing in yourself. The issue here, it's coming from a sense of unworthiness, and it causes you to not believe in yourself, and you miss out on opportunities. And I just think that something's going to shift here, where an opportunity's coming your way and you're like, I'm pouncing on this, I'm taking it. And the thing is, you got to overcome this sense of I'm not good enough, or I don't believe in myself enough, or am I fully ready, with that Empress card here in reverse. It's like you hold yourself back, water signs, because of that. But what you're ready for is truly like an up leveling of some sorts. Like I see you taking your status to a new level in some way, where people are going to see you in new ways, but they're also going to respect you, because it's like you're meant to be successful in this way. And you just don't want to let another opportunity go by. It's like you've been waiting a long time with this. Or when I say waiting, I mean like kind of going back and forth, not fully stepping into it, getting close to it, touching it, maybe even smelling it, but not like fully like immersing. So tell me about the Seven of Wands in reverse. Okay, we have the Nine of Cups in reverse. The Nine of Wands again. The Lovers and the Eight of Wands in reverse. Whatever it is that you've deeply wanted, okay, it feels like it's been so difficult to get to it, to manifest it, to birth it, to, like you've been going around in circles on something related to this. And I want to say, like, you've either been lacking the clarity, or either possibly for some of you, there's been not enough communication, or something to do with communication, in order to bring it fully together. The Lovers card, you know, it does talk about making a decision. Like, you've just got to decide something. And again, the Lovers card is like that Gemini energy where it's just like, choose. You can't like kind of go back and forth. It's like, I just got to choose it and go with it and trust it. So it's like kind of like this shit or get off the pot kind of energy, water signs. For some of you, this might involve someone else, that it's about coming together in some kind of partnership. But there's been blocks here, and there's been either blocks in communication or blocks in being on the same page. And it's just not allowed for this dream to fully come to fruition. It's made the journey quite difficult. What's the King of Cups in reverse here? Okay, Ace of Wands. And the Magician in reverse. So I see like there's been some kind of spark, some new opportunity or a new opening, I want to say, of either spiritual or energetic kind of aha energy. I want to say, I feel like a door opened here around either something that has been very difficult to manifest, bring into reality, create. And it's related to either someone who's been emotionally unavailable, or it's this energy where feeling very disconnected from what the heart really wants and desires, or is intuitively being guided on. Tell me about this Two of Stars. You could also be wanting to start some creative project. Here, water signs. Okay, we have the Temperance card. So yeah, a lot of balance was restored here. Something kind of came back together. The Fool card in reverse. It could be something that you may have already started in the past, but you didn't fully like step into it. Again, that's what it feels like for this whole reading. I want to say also the Fool card could talk about like, okay, bring this into balance, but there's also some reservations. You're not fully like jumping right into it. You're definitely not jumping both feet in. Restoring balance, definitely choosing, but something about it though, there is some reservation here. Tell me about the Knight of Cups. There's a need to be patient. There is this need to be patient for some reason. Tell me about the Knight of Cups. Okay, Two of Wands. So really kind of looking at your path and looking at what's ahead of you. You're at this juncture and it's like, okay, I got to choose a path. I got to choose a path. And I feel like you wanted to move forward here with like your heart, your love. Okay, and as I say that, there's the King of Cups upright. Tell me one more. Could be someone you deeply care about. This could involve someone you deeply care about. And there we go. Eight of Swords. Overthinking things. So the problem is that you just don't want to get stuck. You feel like moving forward, there's a party that wants so much to move forward with your heart here. And again, it's either with like unblocking your intuitive and deepest desires, or it's around someone that you deeply care about or cares for you. But the Eight of Swords here is saying like there's something like there's some kind of overthinking energy, and trusting like that you make the right choice, that you're making the right choice with this path. Do I cross the bridge? Do I connect the worlds? Tell me about the Judgment card. The Emperor in reverse. Two of Pentacles in reverse again. Page of Cups, and your Page of Cups is over there. Okay. This is about someone who's, for some of you, this is about like even the Emperor. Okay. Emperor in reverse is like, can I be the leader that I need to be? Can I reign over my own kingdom? Perhaps, it's more of an internal experience right now, but wanting to externalize it. It requires making a choice and choosing the dream, choosing love, choosing what it is that, has been coming like really in there. And for others of you, like, I feel like too, this Emperor in reverse, it may be like a masculine in your life, or this could be someone who, I want to say, sitting on the fence. I don't think they're sitting on the fence in the last half of August is what it feels like. Like, again, it feels like a choice is made, especially with the Judgment and the Two of Pentacles here in reverse. And it's about following the heart, following the dreams, following the wishes. For others of you, this is just about like really kind of having the courage to step into a world where you would be a leader of some sort, or you would be making very important decisions, or just be in charge of a lot of different things. Tell me about the Nine of Wands in reverse here in this heart of your spread. What's this Nine of Wands? Ace of Cups in reverse. Ace of Cups. So tell me more about this Nine of Wands. Okay. We have the Three of Wands and the Hermit in reverse. All right. Again, the Hermit in reverse is speaking to the Gnosis card. I feel like you're going to get what you need to know through surrender. This is about like really opening up your heart of our heart's desires to truly pull in what it is that you've been wanting to pull in towards you. It's like, all right, there's something about this energy that allows you to cross the bridge, that allows you to connect two worlds. And I want to say to you, water signs, surrender is your best friend in the last half of August. Like, don't fight it. Don't try to control it. Don't try to figure your way out of it. Like, that's where you start to get hung up. You've just got to surrender, and some sort of knowing is like, it's released through you. And it's really about beginning this new cycle that, for some of you, again, it may be something that you've been wanting already. You're aware of it with that Ace of Cups in reverse. But it's something that really fills you up emotionally. Really speaks to your heart. Page of Cups in reverse. Eight of Cups in reverse. Wow. Wow. Look at all this water energy. The Chariot, Cancer energy, and the Queen of Cups in reverse also. You can't keep your emotions in here, water signs. If you hold back on your emotions, things are going to be a little bit more difficult to walk forward on this path. It's not that it's not possible, but there's something about needing to really connect with your own heart and allow those emotions to be shared or made known. Because I think that the pattern here that keeps your dreams suppressed, okay, is holding back on those emotions and not really being clear about the direction that you want to go. And so being clear about what it is that your desires are and what that looks like. And I think, it's going to be important for you in order to overcome this. Again, it's like, this is a surrender that's needing to come through. I want to say, don't hold back your heart. Don't hold back your emotions. and don't hold back what the path looks like for you. Be very open and honest. It's time to connect. It's time to connect. Tell me about this Queen of Stars. I want to say even the bridge between your heart and your mind, or even the bridge between your heart and your mouth, your throat. So really speaking what's in your heart is going to be important. Oh, wow. Okay. On your Queen of Stars, you have the Page of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. All right. So look, there's going to be a new opportunity coming in here for you to really kind of build a very stable foundation, really kind of lay down the groundwork here. And it's shifting things in a big, big way. Big changes coming in, very favorable. And this is about you feeling very, it's either you're going to be really looked upon in a very high regard, you're respected, or it's about you also building a lot of stability, financial success, financial prosperity for you. There's going to be some sort of new opportunity that comes your way that changes everything in a great way. Gets you out of that stuck. Either you're getting out of that damn sink or you're going down the drain and you're taking the ride. What's this Empress in reverse? Okay, yeah. Look, and there's that Queen of Pentacles in reverse and then the Six of Wands. Look, you've got to believe in your own success. You got to believe that you can accomplish whatever it is you've got to accomplish. And there's some sort of belief around unworthiness with that Empress in reverse, and especially with that Queen of Pentacles in reverse too. That you can't like achieve whatever it is you achieve, or you can't be this, hold that success or that amount of abundance, or, and I want to say whatever abundance means to you in this reading doesn't have to necessarily mean money. But like also like, can you get that status change? I feel like there's some kind of status change happening here for you. And I see like you have an opportunity to be quite successful here, to overcome this, to be seen. It's so important for you to be seen, and it's important for you to show yourself. And that's what kind of holds you back too, is that there's some level of unworthiness, is like, I don't want people to see that I you know, because deep down, I don't know if I'm worthy of being seen. And like, what if I don't show up in the way that I envision for myself, you know? But this might be the bridge connector too. Tell me about the Four of Cups in reverse, because this is telling me you're going to seize an opportunity. You're ready to come out of some kind of energy that you haven't been happy with, and you're ready to seize some kind of opportunity. What's this Four of Cups? Something you've been scared about. Nine of Swords. Okay. You're facing a fear. You're facing a fear. Queen of Wands in reverse, something you haven't felt very confident about going after. Tell me more. And look at that, water signs ending up with the Sun, final card on your reading. So optimistic. Look, you're not going to feel super confident. You're going to have some fears. Follow it anyway, because there's a lot of optimism around here, a lot of just like warmth and energy and support coming in here for you on whatever this opportunity is. You've got to seize it. It's time to seize it. Don't let it pass by. I think you're going to be sadly disappointed if you let it pass by. So water signs, that's my reading for you. All right. How was that? Let me see. Oh, Shepherd and Trident. Okay, that was spot on for you. Everything. Dana. Oh my God, stop talking to me. I'm a water sign. The 8, LOL, is a loop. I'm on this. I'm moving on. The judgment is about fear from others. Background credit checks. I'm going to collect the check. Good, collect the check. Get what's yours. Suitor Bug is not in the chat. None of my mods are. I need to bring in some new mods. Anyone want to be a mod for me? I can add you as a mod if you're interested. Helping to moderate the chat. Jordana gobsmacked a little. Erica, here comes the sun. You're welcome, Daphne. Oh, Leah, you were just told by your boss to speak to associates more from your heart. Wow. Yeah, it seems like the heart's going to open up some kind of portal into possibility of something you've really wanted to come true. Let those emotions be shared. And again, it doesn't mean like you have to... For some of you, it may not be just about like completely divulging your entire soul to the, whatever, but it's about really kind of speaking from a place of compassion and speaking from a place of vulnerability to some level. I don't know. There's something about that really kind of, and it could be just like, maybe it's just speaking to yourself, like really having an open and honest conversation with yourself. All right, air signs. You guys are next. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. You've been waiting patiently. It is your time. The readings have been going on a little longer than usual. But the energy is high. The cacao definitely gives you energy, because usually I'm fading by the last sign. It's like, okay, you can do it, Nicole. Right now I'm just like, we're good, we got it. You're welcome, Georgiana. Oh, and you cried during your evaluation. Couldn't stop those salty tears from falling. Oh. Thank you, Shepherd and Trident. All right, air signs, let's do this. Let's find out what's in store for my air signs for the last half of August. What is going to be the theme of their reading, and what is going to be the potential challenge? What is the theme for my air signs? And what is the potential challenge? Ooh, I like it. All right. The theme is the eternal child. Okay, so this might have to do with, your inner child for some of you. And this might be about you reconnecting to what is just so fun and carefree and like wondrous about the world and how you explore it. Like, this is just about really connecting to that energy. You may have struggled to really set yourself free in that way. Like, it may have been, life may be too serious right now. And right now with the eternal child coming up, that's telling me that this is like, you've got to reconnect you've got to connect to the inner child. But it's, I get very strongly, this is about reigniting a passion, or discovering like how to have fun again, because there's something that's going to be found there. And we have the gem. Okay, so the gem is your challenge, and the gem comes up to let us know that we will discover, like that beautiful shiny element of ourselves, the diamond in the rough, the thing that is like so good for us in the most unsuspecting ways, in the environment that we least expect to find it. So I want to say to my air signs, like, it's important for you to start exploring activities or doing things that you're not used to doing, that you and in a way you may find something in there that you weren't expecting to find, that unlocks a new passion, or unlocks like that part of you that needs to have fun again, or bring back a carefree sense of self, where you're not taking things so seriously, is what I'm really getting here for you, air signs. So let's go into your reading and find out. What do we need to know about the past for my air signs? Okay, we have the Five of Wands in reverse, the Queen of Wands in reverse. Yeah, that passion has been suppressed. The fun, the excitement. Tell me more. Ooh, the Ten of Stars, also known as the Ten of Pentacles. I don't know if I've ever picked that card out yet. I like it. Okay, coming into the present energies. Ooh, we have the Ace of Stars in reverse, the King of Cups upright, the Knight of Stars in reverse, coming into the the future energies, we have the Knight of Crystals in reverse, the King of Stars in reverse. Lots of people in your reading. Lots of people. Oop. And then we have the Ace of Cups in reverse. Okay. Overall energy, Eight of Wands upright, Eight of Crystals, all right, underneath it. Look at that 8-8 energy. All right, look. That Eight of Wands is speaking to me in a way that there's something out there that you want. There is something out there that you want. And you really want to move on it. But you're overthinking. You're trapped. Your mind is your worst enemy, air signs. I mean, I don't need to tell you that. You just, there's this like, you almost get too caught up in all the little details. And with Mercury and Virgo now, like that's a thing. That's definitely a thing. Especially for you Geminis and you Virgos, like that is a thing. You're just like almost like too concentrated on the little details. I got to tell you that this Eight of Wands speaks to me in a sense of, it's time to go after something that you desire, that lights you up, that almost renews your own sense of purpose for why you're here, your role in this world. And when I look at your past, you've got the Five of Wands in reverse, the Queen of Wands in reverse, and the Ten of Stars. Look, you are so inside, you are so conflicted. There is something that conflicts you greatly. You're so torn up. And with the Queen of Wands here in reverse, this is either like representing you in a sense of like your untapped passions, your untapped excitement, creativity. I want to say like this life force. For others of you, this is someone maybe that you want to really connect with, but feels like far away. The Ten of Stars here too is saying that like you've been considering like, okay, what am I investing my energy in? Is it paying off? What do I maybe need to start investing my energy in that would pay off in the ways that I want to say really speak to this part of you that needs to feel alive again? Now, in your present situation, or the current energies coming into the last half of August, we have the Ace of Stars in reverse, the King of Cups, and the Knight of Stars in reverse. Look, there is a new beginning here, a new opportunity, something that could be very stable. This could even be something that you're revisiting from the past that didn't fully get off the ground. But it hasn't really fully taken root yet. And I see so much emotion here. Someone is, I don't know if this is you, like really tapping into your true emotions from the most grounded and mature place. Someone who's so understanding of, I want to say this is very emotionally available energy. You may be looking to someone who's very emotionally available, or you're just looking to be so emotionally available in your life for something or someone. The problem, though, I see here in the last half of August is that we have a screeching halt here again, like a Knight of Stars in reverse. So like either you're reviewing the energies that keep you stuck. You could be really looking at that. What holds you back? I feel like that's a big energy here because there's some part of you that you've almost lost, and you know that that's holding you back, and there's something you want. There's something you want, and you keep holding yourself back. And I want to say the trick here for you, air signs, is you're going to find what you need in a way, in an unsuspecting place. And it's going to either come through an activity or an environment that you least expect. Doesn't seem like that's where you would find it. In your future, you have the Knight of Crystals in reverse, the King of Stars in reverse, and the Ace of Cups in reverse. Oh boy. There is an energy that just doesn't show up in the way that it's meant to. And I think it relates to matters of the heart. Okay, heart desires. And what I see here is a very no bones about it, probably going to say something, going to probably, or do something without thinking it through, or say something without thinking it through, kind of energy. But in a way, I want to say like it kind of brings to light this energy that doesn't show up for the things that you really want. And again, you've got two aces here, an Ace of Cups and an Ace of Stars. So this is talking about something very tangible, very grounded, very stable, and something to do with your biggest dreams or your biggest love. So I'm going to wait to clarify this Ace of Cups to see what's coming through. So let's see with this Eight of Wands. Tell me about this Eight of Wands for my air signs. What does this mean? The Death card in reverse. Okay. The Death card in reverse, the Knight of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. Look, you've got to transform something. You've got to go. There's a part of you that needs to kind of like let go. You're holding on to something that you're afraid to let go of. And I want to say when you full-heartedly let go, everything shifts. Everything shifts. And it allows you, and this is around something that you want to go after. I don't know what it is that you're afraid of letting go of. I want to say there's something holding you back from taking action here. But when you do take action, everything shifts. So Tell me about this Five of Wands in reverse. The Two of Swords in reverse. Okay, so you're conflicted about like going forward on something. You got the Knight of Wands in reverse and the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So very conflicted. You got two fives here. So there's a big challenge here. It feels like an obstacle. And there's this energy here of like, do I show up? Do I not show up? Like it's like the Knight of Wands in reverse is like that. Sometimes I'm there, sometimes I'm not. And it's like, again, I feel like you're going to have to show up. You're going to have to show up. And it's about realizing, like, do I really want to be alone? Do I really want to be left out in the cold here? And when I say left out in the cold, I mean left out in the cold from what it is you really want. And so you're so conflicted because there's a part of you that really wants to go forward with this, but then there's a part of you that's like, So, tell me about this Queen of Wands in reverse. Oh, there's your Ten of Pentacles again. Wow. Okay. You got the King of Cups in reverse, the King of Swords in reverse, and the Ten of Pentacles. I want to say that if this Queen of Wands represents just your suppressed passions or life force, you know, it's because your head and heart aren't aligned. And I feel like you keep going back and forth between where you're going to invest your energy. And it's like your mind tells you one thing, your heart tells you another. And it's like, it's time to get them both on the same page. The heart and mind cannot be disconnected here. There's a tug of war between your heart and mind and how much energy and like, because you're really looking at your long-term investments, long-term abundance, happiness, where you really want to put your energy, what really fulfills you up in the long run. You know, if you're going to look at like, okay, like what makes me happy? What's going to make me happy for a long time? Tell me about the Ten of Stars, which is also the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, we have the Eight of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. Okay, look, I see that like here you're looking at like your either long-term financial goals, you're looking at like long-term happiness, and I see like you want to work at it, like you want to put in the effort. But the problem is the Page of Pentacles in reverse is saying like, oh, maybe I can skip a few steps. Maybe I can just jump ahead. And I don't think you can jump. There's some kind of thing that you can't skip ahead of here. And like, you got to like go through a process. You can't just get there. Like, it's almost like you're like, can I just go from the beginning and jump to the end kind of energy? And no, you got to put in the effort and the time. But that's what almost like the effort and the time becomes the greatest reward, because it really opens things up for you in a new way. It shows you things that you've been missing. So it's almost like the things that you wanting to jump ahead also like would remove like the things that you're missing that you're trying to find are actually going to be found in the time where you actually spend your time. Does that make sense? Okay. Ace of Stars in reverse. Ooh, okay. The Sun card, the Hermit card in reverse, and then the Devil. Look at that energy on your Ace of Stars in reverse. Oh gosh, whatever this new beginning is, air signs, it's good. It's good. And I want to say it's time to take yourself out of hibernation, out of being alone, out of holding yourself back. The problem is, and this is why the Ace of Stars is in reverse here, something really scary about it to you. Something's freaking you out. To take this new beginning, as beautiful as it is, as exciting as it is, because it is a good opportunity, but there's some kind of fear or hesitation on your part because you have to face something. What's this King of Cups? Magician in reverse, Seven of Cups in upright. Okay. Again, I see you like, okay, do I do it this way? Do I do it that way? Do I go this? Do I do that? And it's like you think too much. You're overthinking something. And it's almost like you create too many options that it confuses yourself. And it holds you back from like actually creating the thing that you really want to create, or get in touch with the thing, or manifest this new beginning. I want to say though that like you may even need to like share your emotions about this or your feelings about this. This could also just be about someone you deeply care about. It's kind of like, do I go for it? Do I not go for it? And again, it's the devil energy. I got to know what this devil is. Hold on. Let me see what this devil is. What's this devil? Feels like an important piece of information here. What's this devil? Of course. You have fears and anxieties about making a decision or coming together with someone. I think or coming together with something. Okay. But what I think here is that you may find the sun shines heavily on you when you do. There is a gem waiting for you in your fears. Tell me about this Knight of Stars in reverse. Oh, air signs, air signs, air signs. Ugh, air signs. Okay, listen. You've got an opportunity coming your way at the end of August, okay, or last half August, and it's good. But you've got some reservations. You got some fears that are being, spun up. And, you get stuck, okay? You're stuck here. And I want to say it's like, I think part of you're like, is this the right decision for me? You're so scared of making the wrong decision and you're so conflicted, but in doing so, you miss out on opportunities. You can't miss out on this opportunity, air signs. You're going to be unhappy if you do. I want to say you're going to even regret it. Follow the inner child. Follow the thing that excites you. Follow the thing that means you get to play a little bit. You get to explore something that you're not used to exploring. There's something about like, you've really got to tap into that inner child energy to get to this gem that again is going to be held in like, and it just could be like your happiness is embedded in your fears. Okay, for some of you, like this is about like really kind of connecting with your own happiness, but in order to get to it, you got to go through all your fears to get to it. Tell me about this Knight of Crystals in reverse. Wow. Okay. Well. The World, the Fool in reverse, and then the Ace of Cups, which you have in reverse over here. You're ready to close something out. You're really ready to close something out, and you're really thinking about this new beginning that really does fill your cup, This is about supporting your heart. This is about opening up that passion again. It's like a magnetic, that heart field is just so that feel alive again from your heart. And I see you like, I don't know, like maybe not even thinking, like you're moving without even thinking about it, or you're going to say something without thinking about it, or I don't know, there's some kind of action here that is just super spontaneous and possibly not even thinking about what you're doing, which I want to say might be a really good thing, air signs. It looks like a really good thing to me when I look at these cards. So King of Stars in reverse. The Star. I'm telling you, there is that Knight of Pentacles in reverse again. Oops. That's that card. Hold on a second here. All right. And the Justice card. Okay. You've got to make a decision, and you've got to make something right here. You've got to bring in some balance because you've been stuck for too long. And, this is about really showing up for your destiny. Let's put it this way. Showing up for your destiny, showing up for your path. Really, like the Justice card too, it's just about like, let's make a decision and cut through this reality to start a new one. And you can't stay stuck where you have been any longer. You can't overthink it. Screw thinking. You just got to do. You just got to do, air signs. You got to do. Thinking is your worst enemy because it just causes you to not show up for the thing that you want the most. It does cause you to not show up for your destiny. Tell me about this Ace of Cups in reverse. We have the Six of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, and the King of Wands in reverse with the Queen of Swords in reverse. All right, so look, you've got to make a decision here where you cut away the thing that sabotages you from receiving. I think there's a part of you that is scared to receive. And the thing that really dampens your own passions and excitement for life to feel like on fire again about something, you've got to cut out or remove and get really honest with yourself about how you just don't allow yourself to receive things, because that's what's holding back this Ace of Cups in reverse. It's like you just don't let your heart be filled with what wants to fill it up. And you've got to learn how to receive. So I say that whatever this action is that you got to take, it's going to put you in a place where you're receiving something that you're not used to receiving, and it would be something that fills up your heart of desires and something that was related to your passion and creativity. So air signs, it's time to go for what you want. It's time to go for what you want. Don't hold back. Don't let your mind overthink things. This is going to be one of those times where, like that, what's it called? It's like decision paralysis, right? Like you think about it too much and you can't afford that anymore. So, analysis paralysis, no good. All right, air signs. So that's my reading for you. Of course, if you guys need your own personal reading, links are in the description below to book a 1-to-1 with me. If you're interested in coming to the Forbidden Journey retreat, links to the tickets are in the description below. And of course, email me if you have any questions, nicole@nicolefrolic.com. And yeah, don't miss out on next week's podcast. You're going to love it. And if you missed last night's podcast, definitely check it out. Some of you have reached out to me and said you love last night's episode and you love the guest, which I love too. She was a beautiful surprise as well. Brand new guest. And is there anything else that I need to... Yeah, I think that's it. think that's it. All right, guys, I love you. Have an incredible